Hey everybody, hope you're all doing well. Um, it's within the typical range, so it's fine. So we can continue doing this series. There's also one like. I don't know who's liking my videos, but thank you. Yeah, I guess we can continue. So today, okay, I kind of missed the wrong number. There we go. It's number 4. Today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create like a class diagram for our portfolio. So I have a couple of ideas of what I want to do or what I want to have in this portfolio. And I'm just like give me like about 20 minutes or so. I'm gonna pause the video of course for you because I don't want you to like I don't know where I can find all these details, but I'm gonna find them eventually. And then we're gonna use those to create the class diagram. We're gonna be using Plant UML. It's the easiest way that I've seen to create diagrams so far. And yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. Because this one we're gonna be doing some kind of brain utilization, you know, no vibe coding, no BS, no extra stuff. Well, to be honest, I couldn't find anything. It took me like a lot of time. Well, around 20 minutes, let's say. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to a web archive. And I'm gonna take a look at my old portfolio, and then we're gonna deduct some of the things we need to have there. And yeah, that should be how it's going or how it goes. So I'm thinking, and this is only my thought basically, of having. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna make the landing page fully HTML, and the person can update it however they want. But I want to make the data in this like a little bit dynamic in some sense. You know what I mean? Like this one is the portfolio person's name basically. This one is his title, or the display title, and his actual title is this one. Well, technically, it should be this should be here, and whatever it is. His location is kind of also a shared thing, and like his call to action can be something interesting. He can have social links. His about section is also one of the part of these things, and also his skills. His skill set can be categorized, so it can be created into categories. And then there is also levels to the skills themselves. And before that, there is also the skills themselves. And then there is like education. So what's the degree? For education, I don't know if we should like need a lot of data or a lot of information. But basically, we need a start date and an end date. It can be only the year, depending on the user. And also a little bit of description. I'm not sure if the description can be big, but that's why I'm gonna give the user the options. Especially like this project, there's like a lot of options, and I myself decided not to display what I have learned, but there is in the entities there is the field for the description and stuff. So that's my English. That's what I mean by giving the user the options, and having like a very good class diagram will help us transition very well to database entities and stuff. Also for the work experience, this is an old one. You can see it's December 2023. You can see there's like the title, what did he work on, the type of employment. This can be hidden and shown by the user, of course. All the components, um, of course, all the components can be edited by the user. I'm gonna give him the options. We're gonna create the thing in a very modular way, so the user can come in. Let's say he wants to come in and just like change this, doesn't display this. Well, he can go to that component. Let's call it, for example, work experience card, and then he can hide this thing. So we're not gonna overcomplicate the structure. As I said in the previous video, following clean architecture is not about like the separation of everything. No, it's about creating something that's modular and also, on the other hand, easy to maintain. It's not fun if you're having everything split apart And now, uh, if you want to like change, let's say an add operation, and you want to add like a check before that, so we need to go in and then find the repository, and then is it the repository, or do you put the check in the service? You know, it's like a lot of things. Or do you even put the check in the the UI itself, because you can do some client side logic and stuff. It all depends. It all depends, and that's the thing. Let's continue. Yeah, of course, employment needs, as I said, the title, location. Was it remote? Was it not? We're gonna make a lot of these nullable. So if the user doesn't want to input anything, he can simply like not put anything, and it's it's like removed. I don't know about the type of employment. Do we make it like a drop down, or like a text box thing where the user can write anything basically? That's also like we're gonna see what we do with that. On the other hand, yeah, start date, end date. Also, these ones, do we only keep like the year? Well, as I said, we're gonna make them first of all module components, so the user can come in and then change however he wants. So, for example, if he wants to change this, he goes to the formatting of the date and just sets it to year, and now the user can only see the year. Yeah, of course, there's also the description. I kind of don't like how it is looking. I we're gonna do some adjustments. We're gonna create a better like this space. Why is it there? Kind of made it to look like clean, but it's, well, still it is not half bad. Let's say it's not the best. Yeah, of course we're gonna have social links, projects, services. We're gonna take a look at all of these. The services as well. Let me check. Did it save the service? It didn't save the services page. Well, I have the original template, so we can open it at all times and just like take a look. But basically, the two most important parts are the projects, especially like the project display builder. Because what I want to do is I want to have something like this. Let me show you. So I showed you in the second episode, I think, Fikri Studios, where on the second episode, the guy that tried to do something similar, and this is basically what I want to do, something very very similar to this, like where it's like a very interesting case study where you can check things out. It looks cool. You know what I mean? Like this is basically what I'm hoping for. And yeah, hopefully we can achieve this. Um, for the project, we're gonna keep it. For now, we're only gonna set the short description just to display things, and also like a thumbnail and an icon for display as well, like an icon or logo, and a thumbnail for display, title, and like some other stuff. Yeah, just like this basically. Uh, these ones don't have any like icons, but regardless, it's same but different. Well, mostly, yeah. For the project as well, we're gonna do a lot of things. We can also add a lot of information to the project. But what we want to do is we want to have some kind of relation between all the entities, because how do I say it? I want the software to be kind of seamless in some sense, where like you can add like projects, skills, and like assign them all together. And yeah, but first, let's go. Class information. Um, okay, this one probably we don't want to add it, but I'm just gonna keep it there. Because in the database, we're going to add like this entity or this table that will only have like a single entry. It's not the best way to do it, but we're going to do some caching, and this will probably be the best way to do it. Or at least, that's what I think. So we're going to have class information which will contain common things like, I don't know, title, name, other title, based in what, the CTA, top CTA, whatever it is. Uh, no, social links are gonna be their own. Okay, so public. Oh, forgot. I thought I was like writing C sharp. So class social, or let's call them links. It's not forcefully like a social link. You can have like your YouTube channel, your resume, your GitHub. So it's not social technically. Links and skills. But let's do this. So class skill category, and then we're gonna have skills. Okay, technically close this. I truly don't remember how to do this. So skills, skill category or something. No, I think it's the, yeah, I think it's the the inverse. Skill category, skills. This should work. This should, yeah, this should work. What about this? No, it's not. I forgot how to do it, to be honest. There is no documentation accessible straight up. And I don't want to go to another page, so we're gonna keep it like this. Okay, basically, skill one or category one, skills many. Let's do it like this. They should also adjust. Yeah, nice. Skill will have a level one, stuff like that. Let's continue. We're gonna have, of course, education. Okay, public is also so education and experience. Also gonna have projects. What else are we lacking? Services. Okay, so service is gonna be, we're gonna add it as after this one, but what we need to do now is we just like create the basic diagram, at least for these three, or technically we have 7 entities on here. As I said, information is kind of like a deducted one. No, not deducted one. Can't find the right word, but something that we, okay, it's just useful for just single row. I forgot the word. I had a word for it, but I just forgot it. Okay, then projects. There's one thing. Okay, so class. There are some. Okay, so experience projects, work projects, something like this. You know what I mean? Um, Also, education can also have a relation with projects. So education projects or school projects technically. School projects, and then projects are related to skills. Project skills. Technically, we don't need to give them a name, but I just want to for no reason. Yeah, I think these two should be commented in some sense. How do I comment? I can't do any comments, no? Yeah, I can't do comments. Well, anyway, I'm just gonna keep them for no reason. So of course, so education, experience, projects, project related to experience, work projects, and there's also like experience and skills. These can be also work skills. Like what skills did you use when you were working and stuff? I truly don't want to complicate it, but I think the one that we truly need is this one. Is only these three, like between skill and a project, and by default this will automatically like how to say, um, like if A related to B and B related to C, A is related to C. You know what I mean? The I don't have the algebra words in English for them, but doesn't matter anyway. Of course, so education, experience, skill category, project skills. Anything else in here? Yeah, so we have like the quotation system, but yeah, add code doesn't show anything. I'm gonna probably. Oh, did I click on it a lot of times? What? Yeah, we go back. We go back. Um, I want to get inspired by these guys, but they're like very focused on the UI. That it's kind of difficult to deduct what kind of things. Okay, yeah. Um, Testimonials. Nearly forgot those. Yep, I had those. Where did I have them? I have them in my MVP thing. Yeah, I have the template. I can't show because it has a lot of my secret keys. But I have one where it's like a little bit more advanced than this one, and it also has testimonials. So yeah, class testimonials, testimonials. Uh, okay, okay. Testimonials can also be related to a project. Projects. Well, it's technically a project, but you know, well, we're gonna keep it like this. Testimonial related to project. Let's see. Why not? We could have gotten. You can get a little bit more interesting things from. Yeah, I love this stuff. You see, they are like goated, these guys. Yeah, like stats and stuff. CEO, project manager of the team. Well, if you're like a solo developer, portfolio is just going to be for you. But I mean, it's a template, so you can take it out and just like improve it however you see. Their work is kind of great. Testimonials as well. They also have it on Clutch, so Clutch is a great addition. Services, designing for MVP. So yeah, they have services page. They have like a whole page for services explaining what they do. I mean, if I want to copy all of these, it's gonna take like a billion years. Because they really have like one of the best websites I've ever seen. Especially as a portfolio, it's great. It's super amazing. Blog, career. Well, our position is 0. Uh, of course, you're not gonna be hiring because you're like a solo dev or solo person. Blog, they don't write anything under maintenance. Seems like you're hiding something, I guess. Anyway, well, those should be our initial what do I call them? You know, like the initial things that we do. Yeah, I'm thinking a little bit more, but I think this is all we need for now. It's basically all we need, and what we have to do right now is uh, create the project, basically. So let me. Okay, I opened like the wrong tab. Let me put this here, and we're gonna go and let me close all of these random things. So Solution Explorer, let's go to entities first, and let's create the classes. Let's create the first class, which is gonna be information. Okay. All right. Public class information. We're not gonna do anything with this. Public class. We're also gonna have links. So links and is there like a thing? This yeah, class education. Seems like I can't write or something. Okay, let's do this. Public class experience, public class projects, project, yeah, public class skill. Why is it adding like these? I don't want them to add these. Public, no, class skill category. Yep. So project skill category testimonial as well. Public class testimonial. This should be it for now, I think. Let's open all of these because we're gonna add some foreign keys and some primary keys. I was thinking of adding like a base entity just to manage the things. And now that I think about it, yeah, we're probably gonna add a base entity. Why not, I guess. Public, I think we're gonna have to do it abstract. So T, no, not B. Prop T is gonna be the ID. So it's gonna go, and then it's gonna be default value. Well, and then there's a date time created as. So a lot of default things. Prop date time deleted as. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I jumped. Prop. So I'm gonna do boolean archived because we're gonna add something like an archived as, like an archive mechanism, because I don't want the entities to be like deleted permanently, and that's why I'm gonna add like this archiving thing. I usually don't add this because like you don't need it like in a lot of cases. It's just for show basically. But in our case, like when you're managing like these type of information, you need like a safe mechanism like in the middle. So instead of like deletion going from 0 100 straight up, it goes from 0 50 and then 100. You know what I mean? I know you don't know what I mean, but who cares? Let's go information. uh well, this one, well, we're gonna use the base entity, I guess. No link. You know what, I'm thinking of doing like the thing that it was showing just right now, but no, I kind of want to load them separately in some sense. But you know what? Yeah, kind of makes it easier to, or does it? Does it make it easier to load them? Yeah, I'm still not sure. Yeah, no, no. I think I'm gonna have to do loading per table separately. I don't know. We can adjust. We can adjust eventually. Okay, so links, so base entity grid as well. I like to use grid for. Oh yeah, I see. It knows what I want for all my entities because it's undeniably the best. Let's continue now. Base category, and this one. Okay, no, yeah, this one. Of course, it's gonna belong to a skill category. Category. And then grid category ID for the ID. This one you do default this. And then we're gonna add a simple attribute. Let's call it name. I can't seem to be able to type properly. Is it because the things are too cold or something? I truly don't know. You give me a few seconds. I'm gonna go like launch a YouTube video because there's like a. I want to participate in this, and I will be participating in this. Okay, I think I showed up the hidden table. I want to participate in this. It's Well, let's go back, I guess. But why did it open a new? If it's opened here, why did it like open in the other desktop? Well, weird things happen all the time, I guess. Yeah, let's continue. I mean, doesn't uh, matter at all. Let's continue doing what we were. Let me, yeah, Tour de Zwift. It's Tour de Zwift. It's gonna be super interesting. I think there should be at least one or two people like doing a live right now, because it's about time for the first one to start. Yeah, it's kind of expected. Should all should be like one or two people doing the thing right now. So this guy is waiting. He hasn't yet joined. Yeah, I'm gonna watch in a second. Okay, links education. So what we let me make him silent a little bit. So education related to project. We're gonna add those entities a little bit later. Project. It's gonna be, of course, a single project is gonna be related to either like an experience or an education. Well, I know how to do it. Do I like create like a transitional entity between them and that will decide? Or, yeah, or do I add like two foreign keys and then whichever one doesn't exist, like we understand is the other one? Well, it's kind of interesting because I have like a project where it was both for education, it was for my internship, so work, and also the internship was related to my education. So I guess we're gonna have two foreign keys, and we're gonna see how that goes. Hopefully, it goes well. Okay, information should be fine. Links, we're gonna do that later. So in the next video, probably gonna be filling the data of these. We're gonna fill the attributes and stuff like that. This is only the first episode of doing the entities and stuff. Education, as I said, is gonna have a list of projects. Let's call them projects. I don't want to call them like school projects because it sounds corny. I don't know if that's the right word, to be honest. It doesn't sound right. Experience as well should have a list of projects. Projects. We do the empty array just so it doesn't. So yeah, I'm kind of careful around nullables because I don't want any prop experience. Unless you're doing something like this where it's actually nullable, or you want it to, or you want it to be nullable. So ID, okay, experience ID, excuse me, experience ID, and then prop dot education, education, and GUID education ID, which both of these should be nullable. Skill category should have a list of skills. That's how it goes. Testimonial is related to a project. Let's do the default thing. GUID project ID. And yep, if we okay, so okay, So testimonial, it's nullable because probably the client didn't give us anything. Okay, I'm thinking of having multiple testimonials per project or maybe per experience. Okay, it's the prayer call. I'm gonna stop recording while it's happening and I'm gonna continue after. Okay, let's continue. I kind of forgot where we were. Yeah, I was thinking of having multiple testimonials per project. I'm a kind of a little bit wrong. Because, yeah, there should only be a single testimonial per project. That's how it usually goes. And then, like, by default, if you're doing freelancing, like a lot of projects per work experience, by default, I'm gonna get all the testimonials. I'm gonna put them in the experience page. Yeah, because I have a lot of ideas for the experience page. We're gonna continue. We're gonna do what we're doing. Testimonial. Okay, nullable. Project grid nullable as well. Testimonial ID. Testimonial. I'm making mistakes. Oh, this is crazy. Testimonial. Is it written this way? I don't know, to be honest. Okay, I've already like recorded for 30 minutes. So yeah, I'm probably so skill category, skill, project, related experience, testimonial to this, and then also skill, and then skill related to project. So for this one, we're gonna create like an extra entity. We're gonna call it project skill, and it's gonna be okay. So we can avoid a lot of the annoying primary key things. I'm gonna do it this way first. So skill ID, project ID, and then we're gonna well. Yeah, that's how it should be. Or you know what? No, I'm gonna do it this way. And I have like an idea of like utilization stats, but yeah, no, for now we're not gonna do it. I'm gonna leave it for later. So yeah, this should be like the basic class diagram translated to entities. The next video tomorrow, we're gonna continue working on this, and we're going to do this. By the way, the same shirt, I don't wear it. I cleaned it yesterday, and I only wear it for the videos just to make you feel like this was recorded not on the day of the video, but then you see the date and then you like, oh, is he actually like recording today? And then you see the shirt and you're like, no, is he not? Yeah, I am recording today. I wore this just to record. Anyway, I know it's like out of topic and out of context. Should be it for today. We're gonna create like a separate file for all of these. That should be it. Yeah, a Zwift race has started. I'm kind of watching him, and also, well, the guy isn't doing too bad. Also, now that I see it, I technically can participate in a higher category level. Currently, category C. But from what I can see, the guy is okay, links. Why can't I move this to another file? Okay, there we go. Yeah, that should be it. We have entities. After that, we're gonna put also the user one. I think I have the user. I'm gonna add the user, and it's technically useless. The user is technically useless, but we're just gonna keep him regardless. And then we're gonna work on a little bit of like the account pages, just for just for the administration purposes. I'm gonna think about it. If I get like a comment asking, maybe not. Who cares? Yeah. Hope you're doing well. See you tomorrow.